Elsie here to do a bonus read for you, my friends. How are you? Happy weekend. It is Sunday as I drop these cards, but please remember when I do the bonus reads, or any of my reads really, the time is fluid. And so, this is going to be like any of the other reads. It's going to be about today or in the future, and it's not going to be for all of you right now. So it could resonate today, tomorrow, or next year. Who knows, right? I'm just going to pull a deck. We're going to drop some cards here for you, Aries. Find out what is going on for you. Tell me about Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you just tripped over this reading, welcome. Welcome to 10 of Cups Tarot. If you would like to join, that subscription button's in the bottom right-hand corner there. And we would love to see you in the comments. I like to be in the comments as well. I know I've been a little slacking off on the comments, y'all, but I'll be back. Just getting things in order. Tell me about Aries. What's coming up for Aries, please, in the future? In the current energy or the future. I do not intend to read for the past. Tell me about Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, there it is. Aries, we've got the moon. What's going on with you here? Something is not as it seems. The moon is also about deep feelings, right? Be deep feelings, deep emotions for sure. Like maybe not feelings, but deep emotions for sure. Why do we need to know that the moon energy is here, please? This is Cancer and Pisces energy. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, we've got the 5 of Wands, and we've got the 3 of Wands. We've got the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Aries, I feel like you could be currently single, or you're about to be. Like it feels sort of like that energy here, just because of what I'm seeing here. Something you don't see coming. We've got arguments and fights. It feels like there's either you beating up yourself or you having arguments and fights externally with someone else. It feels like whoever if you are in a relationship right now, it feels like whoever you're in that relationship with, that person continues to make you compete for them. And I don't mean with people, like I don't mean with another person, but I feel like they make you compete for their time. And I don't think it's because of children. I mean, that's always the thing, right? I mean, you're never going to compete with the children, and you never should try. But I feel like somebody here is competing for someone else's time, or that person is making you compete for their time. And it's getting heavy. It's getting very tiresome, is what it feels like here. I feel like you're a self-made person, Aries. You're somebody who either has a business or you are somebody who has built yourself up to here. Now, when I see the 9 of Pentacles, it can be about material wealth, absolutely, but it's also about the internal self, right? The 3D self. And I feel like for you, you've really had to work on your confidence. You'd really had to work on building yourself up to this place where either you're an entrepreneur or that maybe you have a higher position now in the corporation that you work in. But I want to say that I feel like whoever you're with right now, I feel if you are at all in a relationship, I feel like this person keeps you in this space of competition. And the Ace of Cups is what makes me feel like some of you might be in a relationship right now, but I don't know that it's going all that great because of the 5 of Wands here. I'm just saying. And you're keeping it under wraps. So you probably haven't told anybody. You're probably not speaking it out loud, not telling anybody that you know. Because from the outside looking in, everything looks great, right? You look great. You're doing well. You're probably in the best shape of your life, financially for sure. And I feel like you keep all of this other stuff hidden. It feels like somebody here is a little bit ashamed almost, like hiding my face. Somebody here is hiding their face in their troubles. Like I feel like you're just not telling anybody around you what is actually going on. Tell me why the moon is here, please. And I feel like this is all hidden energy, right? Because the moon is here. Tell me more about the moon, please. We have the World card. We have the Fool that just dropped out there. One more. Wow, what the heck? Aries. Somebody here is going to be going through a lot of changes coming up very, very soon. For some of you, it could be 5 weeks. Some of you, it could be 10 weeks. For me, weeks are wands. So Aries, I do feel like there is some sort of a tower that is in the distance here. I feel like for some of you, it's kind of close, I want to say. The World card is telling me that I feel like something is coming full circle. It's coming full circle. It almost feels like a milestone, but it's also closing of a chapter. And the only reason that the universe ever closes a chapter, because please understand these are major arcana cards, and when the majors come out, you don't have a choice. You do have a choice, but you only have two: how you react or how you respond, right? And those are two very different things. Reaction is you're gonna boom, right? Just not gonna boom. You're just not gonna think about it. And the response is like, I feel that tower coming. I better think about what I'm going to do before the tower falls. Now, the only time the tower shows up, Aries, is when you have built yourself an illusion to the sky. It's like you're on a path that you thought you should be on. This is who you thought you were, who you wanted to be with, what you wanted to do. And I don't think that that's the case. I feel like when it comes to the fact that the tower is here, you've already had a bunch of warnings along the way. When the tower is here in the upright, you've already had the warnings and you've ignored them. So I feel like somebody here is going to be put on a new path, and I think that you don't see it. You're probably sitting there ready to click on the X because you think I'm full of it. And it's not for everybody. Look, this is a general reading. It's not going to be for everybody, but I think that you already know who you are, if this does resonate with you. So it does feel like there is going to be a chapter closing and a new chapter is going to open, and it's because you've built up some sort of an illusion in your life. Doing something that doesn't feel right, doing something with someone that doesn't feel like that they're your person, but maybe you're in too deep. Maybe you're in too deep into a situation that you feel like you cannot go back on. 10 of Wands. That you're in this situation where you've already picked up all the burdens and you don't know whether you should put them down or not because people are watching. Tell me more about Aries, please. We've got the Strength card. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. And we've got the Six of Swords. Aries, I feel like for those of you who are moving on from either a job or a connection, something that you've been at for a while, a place where you've accumulated time. So I feel like, maybe a couple of years, or maybe you've been in a career for a while. I feel like you are holding up the tower with pure and brute strength. You know that something is about to go down. You feel it. And I feel it's because you've been working on yourself. It feels like it is because of this Eight of Pentacles. You're going over details, Aries. You're taking your time and looking over the situation as it is. And I feel like you're holding back, trying to be strong. And, this particular depiction here, you can see this person here is trying to hold this lion's mouth shut. It's almost like you don't want to say something. It's like you're holding your mouth shut. Because if you speak it out, here comes the tower. You've been carrying this burden for a while. I feel like you've been doing self-mastery. I feel like, Aries, that you've been working on yourself. Things are going, really good in terms of working on yourself. You're meditating, taking care of the self, practicing self-care, all of that stuff. And I feel like that is what is going to fall the tower. Because sometimes we grow out of a vibration. And so we start doing the work and then we don't realize where that leads to. And for you, I think it leads you to here. I think it leads you to the Six of Swords. These swords are split up 4 and 2. I feel like that the reason that you must move on here is because it's choppy waters wherever you are. It feels like it is, it's a mental game. I feel like you're stuck in the mental game, Aries. Tell me more about this, please. So some of you are moving on from a job for sure, because we got the Six of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So if you're at a workplace that you don't like and it's choppy waters or chaotic, because this is going from the chaos to the calm. I think somebody here is either leaving a job or leaving a relationship, and you've been trying to hold everything together by yourself. You've been trying not to open your mouth and say something. But it's done. Look, when the tower comes in, it's a shift and a change, and everything that you've built up, this brick and mortar thing that you've built up for a very long time, it gets to be too tall. It's like the tail gets to be too tall. And the universe says, no, that's not where you're supposed to be. The only reason the tower shows up is to put you on the path you're supposed to be on. So we've got the Ten of Swords here. Something is over. I feel like right now, if you're a person who's in a relationship and is realizing, has had some sort of realization, or maybe you will soon, having some sort of realization that this is not the place that you want to be for the rest of your life, I feel like that the betrayal is that you're betraying yourself by keeping your mouth shut, by holding your mouth shut. I feel like you're betraying the self, and it's becoming very, very heavy. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. And we've got the King of Swords. So I feel like it is probably you that brings this to an end. Yeah. Because I feel like you can no longer hold your tongue anymore. The King of Swords is here. You have to say the truth, Aries. Whether you have an air placement or not, I don't really care, but it feels like you're showing up here as somebody who is going to be speaking to this Queen of Pentacles. And the person you're dealing with could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We do have these two people. I feel like somebody's got their back to you. And in the relationship, I feel like this person is very focused on money. So their focus is spending money, I feel, is getting money and spending money. They're with you because of the perks of being with somebody who is probably a public speaker, a lawyer, a judge, a magistrate. You have a high-level job or a high-level business. And this person enjoys the benefits of being with someone who is in the public eye, someone who faces things head on. I feel like this person, though, is very focused on the money. This is on the bottom of the deck. That's in the future. You are going to realize that you are in a relationship that is either very codependent, or you're going to realize that there is something obsessive about this. Like it's something that was built hollow. And it was built out of financial things, financial means, or material goods. It's like, you know how to make money, I know how to make money, I'm the speaker, you're the banker, let's get it done. And now you're realizing that that probably was a bit of a toxic way to deal with it. I also think that there's someone else you're thinking about. This is the person that's on the outside looking in. There is somebody here who is maybe Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, who has some sort of fire energy here. There is a third party, I feel, not one that is involved in your life. I don't think you're doing that. I don't think your person's doing that either. But I do believe that there is one other person in the future. And I feel like that's where your thoughts are. Tell me what else is going on here, please. Tell me what else is going on here for Aries. What else do we need to know about the moon energy? Actually, we should talk about this world card too. Tell me about the world card, please. What is ending so something can begin here? The Emperor is about to make a decision. That's what it is. You are the person who carries it all. You're the person who is going to take control of the situation. I feel like you're the one that's going to say something. It's the only other king we have here, right? And you're showing up as the King of Swords. You're showing me that I've got something to say. I've got to say it. We've got the Six of Wands because I really need the victory. I need the victory. I need to cross the line, the finish line here. I need to figure out what's going on, but everybody's watching. I feel like you get a lot of attention, so you might be a public figure. A public figure or someone who is in the public a lot, someone who is the face of a company, or someone who has, maybe you're the brand. Maybe that's it. We have the Five of Cups. Yeah. Because it feels like here, the reason that the door is closing here is because you're the one that's carrying everything. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is here for the money. I feel like you're Aries, you're carrying everything, whether you're feminine or masculine. And I feel like everybody's watching you, and while you're acting as the Emperor, making all the decisions, bringing in the money, being the face of the company, being your brand, building your business, I feel what people don't see on the underside here is that you are not very happy. That there's a lot of water under the bridge, and that it's no fun anymore, and the relationship that you're in right now or the job that you're at is not the place you want to be. It's a realization, my friend, that you have to make a decision because the Wheel of Fortune is poking you. The Wheel of Fortune is poking you and telling you, look, hello. The divine timing is here, right? There's a fated moment that's coming, and I believe the fated moment is that the tower is falling, and that's because you're going to open your mouth and say something. No more holding back, no more closing my mouth. I feel like the moon energy is here because we don't know when this is going down. It feels like it could be soon for some of you. We're looking at swords and wands mostly. Swords for me are days, wands are weeks. So we've got 5 to 10 weeks. We've got 6 to 10, maybe 11 days for some of you, that this might go down in a couple of weeks. But the Wheel of Fortune is here. You could be in a relationship with somebody who is a fixed sign, somebody who doesn't necessarily want to budge. They want you to comply. And I feel like you're the emperor. You don't comply. You're the one that runs the show. You're the captain of the ship, right? So we're looking at, by the way, we're in retrograde. I probably should tell you that. We're in retrograde shadow period because retrograde begins on the 4th of August, and it is all about what's up in your head, right? Decisions that you're making, things that are changing. And for you, I think things are about to change, and probably fairly soon. The Wheel of Fortune is about change, but the reason for the change is for the expansion. So I feel like the reason that the change is coming, you're making a decision because of a breakthrough, is going to cause all of this movement here. And it's almost like I want to say, I feel like it's catching you up to speed. It's like picking you up in a place where you thought you belonged and dropping you into your life as it should be. It's like you're jumping a timeline of some kind. That's what it feels like here. I feel like the relationship you're in is over. And it feels like it's a committed relationship. Yeah, one of you is going to be on the outside looking in because it does feel like there is something new that's coming here. The Fool says so, right? Something that's going to end so something else can begin. It is a clean slate. It's time for you to take a leap of faith here, and I think that you will. I think that you will. Any advice for Aries, please? Last advice for Aries. There it is. Where you have to do it for the happiness and the love that you deserve. You have to be happy. Look, when you have more than one life, you've been here before. You don't have to believe that. Look, I do, but you don't have to believe what I believe to watch tarot. And, you've been here before, and this is not your first rodeo. And I feel like the importance of the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups is something that you're supposed to pursue this time around. That it's supposed to be your happiness. And I don't think you're happy where you are. I feel like you're supposed to be pursuing your happiness. And this tells me here that somebody here is about to betray you financially. So be careful about your money, I'm going to say. You might just want to get things in order because it feels like somebody might be either hiring a lawyer or having some hard conversations with you about money. You're about to be betrayed, possibly by a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. Signs we have here, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have Aries energy here. We have lots of wands, so Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Aries is here, Leo is here. We also have swords, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn here as well. There's about to be a gum fight. Yeah, about to be a gum fight, my friends, because of something that you're going to come upon here. It feels like there is something, a secret that is here, and you are about to come across some sort of secret. It's going to cause a tower because there's going to be a freaking argument here, like a large argument here. It's something that's been in your intuition for a while, and now you're going to speak it out. You're no longer going to stay quiet because this is what's on the line here. We've got the Lovers and Temperance. You need to have balance and healing with the person who is your true match. I don't know who that is. You can tell me in the comments. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you, and I'll be back because I'm always back, y'all. Happy Sunday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.